Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. It's a beautiful verse in Tehillim. It says, Hashem gives strength to his nation. And the word used is oz, or pronounced oz, which means strength. And also in many places, the Torah is also called oz. So we have to use this in our lives as a message, as a lesson, as something to live with. That when Hashem gives us the strength, so whatever situation we find ourselves in, we have to recognize that Hashem's already given us the strength to be able to not just handle this situation, but maximize and make the best out of the situation and bring Hashem into this situation, reveal Hashem in this situation. So there's a beautiful saying that Hashem brings the remedy before he brings the illness. So the very fact that we find ourselves in any situation means that guaranteed Hashem has already given us the ability to bring the best out of that situation. Because we know that everything that happens is from Hashem. A leaf doesn't even fall from the tree without the commandment, without the authority of Hashem. So how much more so the deep, the meaningful moments that we have in our lives. We have to become conscious and internalize the fact that Hashem feels our pain infinitely more than we do. And He adores us infinitely beyond what we can ever imagine. So the fact that He put us here means that He's going to make sure we succeed, but we have to open ourselves up to that idea. The only thing, as we've spoken about, Chassidus explains, the only thing that could get in the way of that is if we turn our desire away from Him. Because as you know, desire, will, is the highest part of consciousness, of our conscious reality. When a person desires something, it's greater than logic. A person sometimes wants something so badly and he can't explain why, because the desire is coming from an even inner more part of him, even more deeper than his logic. So too, we have the ability to connect to the Eibishter, to Hashem, by making our desire His desire. And what's His desire? The Torah. He gave us the Torah. That's what the verse also says. He gives strength to His nation, and the Torah is called strength. So that verse means He gives the Torah to His nation, and we have the ability to succeed in the situation we're in. So how else can we understand this in a deeper way? How can we make this even more practical in our daily lives? We have to recognize that whatever challenge we find ourselves in, the Torah has a solution for it. By involving ourselves in Torah, by studying Torah, we will find the solution, because the Torah is filled with the wisdom, the chokhmah, the wisdom of Hashem, the will of Hashem, the holiness, the kedusha of Hashem is found in the Torah. As you know, the Torah is one with Hashem. So if we open ourselves up to learn Torah and recognize that Hashem will protect us, Hashem will help us get through the situation, and not just help us get through the situation, but bring this situation into a godly revelation. That meaning this challenging situation that we found ourselves in, which was seemingly a difficult situation, is actually the way in which Hashem is deciding to be revealed into the world. And that what seems like a dark situation will actually be the brightest of all situations. But the way we do that, the way we transform the darkness into light, is through Torah. It's important that we always remain conscious of this. That if a leaf can't fall from the tree without Hashem's authority, how much more so if we find ourselves in a challenging situation, how that is from none other than the Creator Himself who's putting us through this. And also, Friedrich Rebbe explains how when we go through difficult situations in life, we actually find ourselves, the pressure, the stress, God forbid, but the stress that a person could find himself in, when he turns to Torah, when he learns Torah, all the difficulties in his life actually allow him to open himself up to Torah and reach an even greater revelation in the Torah, to dig deeper into the Torah. Because Hashem didn't create us to be robots. He has angels who are at very lofty heights, who don't have physical desires, who all they're interested in is connecting to Hashem. Hashem has angels for that. But He created man to fight, to battle, to fight his inclination, and to turn to Hashem. And that's what brings down the greatest revelation in this world. That's what Hashem's most interested in. The fact that Hashem We have to recognize that every challenge that we face is Hashem putting us through that. And when we become mindful of it, when we become conscious of the fact that, wait, I didn't just happen to be in this situation. I didn't just stumble upon this situation. The Almighty is putting me in this situation, and putting the situation in front of me. How can I do what He wants for me in this situation? And just by desiring that, just by being aware of the fact that it's Hashem who's putting you in this situation, all of a sudden, this situation now becomes a godly opportunity. Opportunity to bring Hashem into the world. And who knows, maybe that one opportunity you're facing is what's needed to bring Mashiach. You can never underestimate. We do not know the value of a mitzvah. It could be that situation, that challenge that you find yourself in, that's discouraging and painful, is actually the stepping stone, the channel in which Hashem's going to bring Mashiach into the world. So let us all capture this opportunity, grab this opportunity to bring joy to our beautiful Creator. And of course, it's important that no matter how tough our situation is, we have utmost faith and trust in Hashem. That as dark as the situation is, Hashem is beyond infinite. He can fix anything instantly. So when we show Hashem that we have trust in Him, and we fear nothing other than Him, we draw down miracles upon ourselves, upon the entire world. Let us get used to trusting in Hashem. Let us become obsessed with trusting in Hashem. And with that, we'll bring the coming Mashiach. May it be today. God bless you all.